Oh, boring. What's up, everyone? We're back with another round of astrology shots to get us through the end of July 2024. So, first up on our menu today is Mars, because Mars is going to be making a grand shift from steady, reliable, focused, knows what it's after, preserving our peace as much as possible in Taurus, as much as possible, and is moving into the versatile sign of Gemini. Now, this shift is going to happen on July 20th, 2024, and we can expect Mars to hang out in Gemini through September 4th, 2024. So that's a lot shorter than the last time Mars visited Gemini, where we had a 7 month stay due to the retrograde. So some of us may be getting a little reminder, a little nudge, a little refresher of what that transit meant for us. Now, we're also getting that right now with Venus, as Venus is in Leo. And the last time Venus was retrograde last summer, she was also in Leo. So we may all be getting a little reminder of some of the big retrograde lessons that came through for us recently. Now, thankfully, Mars is not going retrograde again yet. We do have one of those coming up in the signs of Cancer and Leo. So get ready, because those next ingresses, we're going to be working with those themes for a while. So for right now, we're going to be enjoying Mars and Gemini, simple Mars and Gemini, as much as we can. So, what does this transit have to offer us? Well, it's going to disperse our focus a little bit. It's going to scatter our attention, because what Mars and Gemini is after is fun, excitement, stimulus, something different. We're bored of the same old, same old. And so we're either looking for new material or a new mode of doing something. So we're looking to, I'll never forget, this is so dumb, this is so silly, but it's actually a really good exercise. So I read this book like maybe 15 years ago, and it was talking about this practice of doing something simple like brushing your teeth with your non-dominant hand, because it does something to keep your brain sharp, and it does something to keep you youthful, and it helps your brain activate in new and different ways. And that's something that you might do just in a simple way to channel the energy of an ambidextrous sign like Gemini. You know, Gemini is the twins, it's the two pillars, it's like the two hemispheres of the brain. So we want to be able to make sure that we're engaging and stimulating both of these hemispheres. We want to be stimulating our brain, basically. So this desire may come about naturally, but we can also go about it intentionally in order to harness this energy and make the most of it. So pay attention to where you're getting the nudge to do something different, where things just feel bored or stagnant. This energy is really great for starting 4 different books. Maybe you don't finish them. Maybe you just get what you need in that moment. This energy, Mars and Gemini, really great for juggling multiple different projects. Maybe you're starting some, maybe you're finishing some. Maybe you just don't have the bandwidth to stay focused on more than one thing. Mars and Gemini is really great for getting curious about new things, for learning about new things, for having the desire to figure something out on your own. If there's a project that you've been putting off because you don't want to call someone, this is where you say, I wonder if I can get that started. I wonder if I can learn a new thing or two in the process. Immediately when Mars enters Gemini, Mars is going to enter into that trine with Pluto and Aquarius. So it's not going to be this meandering, wonder what to do next to mix things up. It's going to come in sharp, it's going to come in complex, and there may be some notes of fixation, like, oh no, I must do something about this. I am way too bored. We need to change this up. But the trine is supportive. So there is an allowing energy here. There's a readiness here. There's support. It's like, no, I can't deal with this anymore. I need to redo this. And I know I've been feeling that a lot since Jupiter entered Gemini. I've been in like organizing and redecorating mode. So I expect there to be another boost of this, especially since one of the high points of this transit is going to be Mars is incoming conjunction with Jupiter. And you know what's going to happen there? And it's going to yoke together the square with Saturn. So Mars is going to be the first planet that we see that strings together this tightening, this ever increasingly tightening square between Jupiter and Saturn that is going to be a defining signature of the year 2024. So that's going to complete in August. Right there in the middle of August, we're going to see Mars meet up with Jupiter, and we're going to see Mars come into that square with Saturn, especially essentially bringing these two planets into a Titan square. So we'll be definitely talking about that more next month, but just wanted to put that on your radar that that is the high point of this transit. So Mars in Gemini is here to give us some more options, to give us some fresh new material to work with, to inspire us to find new ways to solve problems and to go about our everyday business. But here's the thing is that Mars in Gemini can also create a little bit of confusion. It can create a little bit of overwhelm because maybe for some of us, having new things in the juggle is exciting and it's stimulating. But maybe for some of us, it's not what we need right now. Maybe for some of us, it's a little overwhelming and it's difficult to focus on the things that need to get done because we're distracted by the other things that also seem very enticing. So just make sure to give yourself some wiggle room to tinker. Mars and Gemini loves a good tinker session. So this is the time that you just want to give yourself grace to say that like this isn't the time to necessarily be super hard on the task mastering. This is the time to be open to discovery, to be open to play, and to give your mind space to discover something new. So that's a little bit about Mars and Gemini. We're certainly going to be talking more about this transit as the weeks go on. But for right now, this is your astrology shot of the day, and I hope it serves you in the highest. Bye. Thanks so much for tuning in with me today. For more astrology in your world, you can connect with me on all platforms at Astro Catherine. You can also head on over to my website, catherineurban.com, where you can book your next astrology reading. We'll go into depth into your natal chart, your progressions, your profections, your solar return, your transits, and beyond. You can also join my mailing list where you can stay up to date with me on new classes as well as article drops. I look forward to connecting with you, and I'll see you next time.